Hey guys, it is Tuesday. I haven't made a vlog in a while because my internet was broken. It's such a pain. I've been kind of out of the whole YouTube thing for a while. My last video on my main channel was like 3 days ago, but it just feels like I'm out of the loop a little bit because, this is normally around the time that I start to lose interest in things. It's just the way I work. Whenever I start to get into something, I put my all into it, and I really try to make it good. And then it just kind of gets stale, and when I reach the point where I think I can't improve anymore, that's when I start. Obviously, I can improve still. There's always room for improvement, but at the moment, it will take a long time for me to progress further. Based on like equipment and stuff like that, because it's expensive, and I don't have a job yet and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna record a video today, and hopefully it'll be up tomorrow. This guy coming in to work on the house tomorrow, and he's really weird, and he makes me help him, because we're getting like everything new in the kitchen, so he's gonna be like smashing down the cabinets and replacing them with new ones, and normally he needs my help with a lot of that stuff, and I'll be in the middle of something and I'll just have to go and help him every once in a while. Like, I don't have a problem with that. It's just kind of obnoxious when I'm trying to get something done and he's like banging around, But I hope he's not here that long. I hope he's not here very long, because he's the one that, he's the same guy that installed our floorboards, and that was a pain in the ass, because I had to move all the furniture from one side of the room to the other side of the room pretty much every day. It was so obnoxious. So yeah, hopefully that will get done sooner rather than later. Saturday, I have to go to a driving training course thing to remove some of the points from my driving record, because my driving record is horrendous. And I just paid my ticket that I got last year, because that's how long it takes for them to process everything. And so a lot of stuff has been going on since the last time I talked to you guys. I went to New York City with my girlfriend because she's never been there before, and we got to see the Statue of Liberty, and I showed her the Freedom Tower, and we went to a cafe, and we walked around the city, and I drove her through Times Square. We almost left the city without going through Times Square. I was so mad at myself. Like, that's like one of the main attractions in New York City. I don't know. It was fun, though. We had lots of fun. And on the drive back, there was this bug. A really big bug in the car. It was like a fly or something. I don't know. But it was really dark. And we didn't drive back until around like 11, I think. And I was on the highway, and this bug was like chilling on the roof of my car, and it would drop down, and I could feel it like hit my head, and it creeped me out. And then not too long afterwards, it would like drop and hit my hand, and I'm like, ew! Like, it's just creepy knowing that there's something flying around in this small space that you're in. And then, and so I turned the light on to try to find it, and it flew like past Sarah, my girlfriend, and she freaked out. She was like, "Oh my god!" Oh, it's so funny. And then, so she was like, "Oh man," it was like the funniest thing. And then I pulled off onto the next exit, and we like got out and started searching for it. And we were like, I'm not driving another foot until we find this thing, get out, because it's really creeping me out. Because it was a big bug too. It was funny. And then I got stopped by the police on the way back. It's really obnoxious. And she was sitting, she stopped us at 2 in the morning. Like, come on, she must have been low on her monthly queue or something. It was so annoying. I mean, so we were driving back, and then I was going 45 into 35, because I was like, whatever. And so she stops me, and then it was like right on the border between Mass and New Hampshire, too. And she was like, giving me all this shit. Oh, and she thought that we were drinking, too. She was like, you guys been drinking? We're like, no, we didn't drink anything. It must have smelled like alcohol, I guess. I don't know how, because I never put alcohol in my car. And so she comes over and she's like, you guys been drinking? We're like, no. And then we just start laughing because we don't know why she thinks that. And so she gets even more suspicious, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get a ticket now because she's being all weird. And so she walks back to her police car, and I'm sitting there stressing out because if I get another ticket, I am fucked. Like, I cannot get more points on my record, or else I'm gonna lose my license. If I lose my license, that would suck, because then I really can't get a job. Then, because, you know, my parents are working, and I needed some way to transport myself, and then I probably won't be able to see my girlfriend as often. She'll break up with me because I'm such a loser. So, yeah, she didn't end up giving me a ticket, and I was so relieved. And then 20 feet, literally 20 feet after the point where she pulled me over, it was 50 miles an hour. Like, there was a speed limit sign for 50. What? Why? What a bitch move. Sitting by the 35 mile an hour zone that literally turns into the 50, like 15 feet ahead of the car. Oh, so dumb. So that happened. And so I'm really in love with this band. They're named Bastille, and they're so good. So good. They're from the UK, and they're not really popular over in the United States yet, because they're going to be huge. But they're really big over in Europe, and I just got their CD. It came in the mail because I had to order it online. And it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, and E3 happened, and I watched some of that. The new Smash Bros. With Mega Man, that's gonna be sick. And the new, I don't know if I want PS4 or Xbox One, because the Xbox One, I like that I can play Blu-rays. It's not backwards compatible. That sucks. And it can't play oh my god, it can't play used games. Why? I don't understand that. Well, I mean older used games, I think. The PS4 can. But you have to pay for PlayStation Online now, which I guess is a good thing, because then it will kind of get rid of all the bugs and the hacks like that there used to be. And I guess that's what made Xbox Live so much better than what is it called? PlayStation PSN? Yeah, PlayStation Network. I think that's what it made it so much better, is that you had to pay for it, and since you had to pay for it, it wasn't as buggy, and there weren't as many people hacking into it and messing around with people's accounts and stuff like that. There were still some of that, but not as much. Right now, I'm leaning towards the PS4, because the Xbox is all about sports games, Call of Duty, and I've had so much Call of Duty, just same thing over and over. The only reason I'll get an Xbox is because of Halo, and put Halo on PlayStation, please, and then I will have no reason to get the Xbox anymore. That's it. That's the only reason. But my most anticipated game that they have announced that I'm pumped for, the Final Fantasy 15 looks sick, but Dark Souls 2, that's gonna be the best game ever. And then the Elder Scrolls Online is going to be a first-person game on PS4. That's going to be freaking nasty. What's today? Oh, yeah, I have to go watch the Game of Thrones season finale. Oh my god, I'm pumped. That's this upcoming Sunday, right? Or was it this past? I don't know. I'm gonna go to my friend's house this Thursday, and we're gonna watch it. So yeah, that's what's been happening with me. This one's a little bit longer than usual because I haven't been talking to you guys that much lately. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe, because I don't know if I'm gonna be making these daily anymore. Maybe I will. Kind of depends on a lot of stuff, like what happens that day, if I'm in the mood to make a vlog, stuff like that. Because I don't know, YouTube is awesome. It really is for me. Like it's something that I enjoy. It's something that I think I can be kind of good at. But I don't know. I'm just kind of in a dip right now of just inspiration, and it's hard to constantly get that the drive to constantly make videos. I don't know how some of these people do it. Probably because it's probably easier for people who are already big, because then they constantly get feedback and they're constantly being contacted by other big YouTubers, and it's easier because they're getting praise all the time. You know, for smaller YouTubers like myself, it's really tough because you're trying to get more exposure, but it's really hard because there's so many. There's so many YouTubers, and I guess it's all about perseverance and persistence, and then eventually I'll upload something eventually that people will enjoy, and then I'll get views. I mean, I am blessed to have you guys watching my stuff at all, really, because I'm just a normal guy that tries to make funny videos, and I don't know, I try to make interesting stuff. I'm trying to make them simple, though. That's the problem. Like, there's so many people making funny videos that are that take a lot of time and a lot of effort, but I don't have the equipment, so I'm doing the best with what I have, But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry that this was so long. Alright, bye.